started. I know you all, got here for the 8 o'clock time, but again, my name is Marlon Hurd, and I call myself the Valuenaire, because I always want to be in a position where I can share amazing value with people that's going to help improve their lives. So, just a little bit about myself. I've been in the home-based business industry or network marketing industry since 2002, and I got started in Columbus, Ohio, and just over the last 13 and a half, 14 years, I've learned so much about just financial freedom, how to earn extra income at home, how to save money on taxes, and just great valuable information that I've learned from my mentors over the years. And from that, what I've learned and being able to share value, I now have I'm now the director of training of a 190 country home-based business, and it's just amazing to be able to be in this position to be able to share this kind of information with individuals. So tonight I'm going to be talking about credit, all right, credit, and really uh, bringing that solution to building a solid financial foundation. So, and I'm not going to be really going into, what you need to do, because I'm going to leave that to the professionals. Okay, I'm leaving that to the professionals. I'm just going to give you some insight to, who I'm working with, who I partner with, and what they're doing for people. But I'm just kind of give you some things that you may want to think about. Just kind of help change your mindset a little bit, because credit is something that everybody needs, and everybody wants to know, well, how do I make my credit better? How do I make my credit stronger? Because when you have good credit, you have buying power. It gives you an opportunity to compete. And even if you have low income but your credit's high, it'll beat poverty every time, because it will allow you to compete. It will give you access to the income you need in order to compete, or give you access to the things that you need in order to compete. But your credit is one of those things that not many people are educated about. All right. I know when I came through, when I left and went to college, it was just, don't mess your credit up. I didn't know what that meant, and I messed my credit up. All right. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of individuals, and maybe it was your fault, maybe it wasn't. We had the huge real estate bust here in 2008, and a lot of people who were doing well were no longer doing well because of that situation. And maybe the decisions they made to get into it, but as a whole, a lot of people got hurt, but there was nothing to help people to fix it. There was nothing out there. Okay, yeah, we all messed up. All right, yeah, we messed up. People made millions and billions, and we messed up, but they just left people in the mess. People got left in the mess, and there was nothing to help bring them out of the mess. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be sharing with you some great information to help, not only for you to help get yourself out of that mess, but also to help others as well too. Because when you can empower other people's lives, that makes your life more valuable. Okay, so here we go. And again, the chat is on. All right, I'm keeping this really informal, even though the information is formal, because I want you to be relaxed. I just want to give you the information and then give you the access to where you need to go. Okay, so if you have any questions during this, make sure that you just hit me up in the chat. Every now and again, I'll stop to say, hey, you have any questions? What's this valuable from there? All right. So take some notes, and you'll be able to reach me, contact me when I give you the information. But let's make sure we're plugged up here, because last time I did a webinar, the computer shut down. It was completely embarrassing. Okay. So here we go. Let me pull this up and share my screen. All right, we should all be. Let me know if you see this. Okay, I'm not going to start till someone says yes. I can see your screen, so let me know if you can see this. All right, just let me know in the chat if you can see this information. on the screen. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay. So we're talking about increasing your credit score. Okay. And the number one thing I want you to understand is that, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. Okay. And we are spending, if you have bad credit, all right, bad credit costs, all right, it costs a lot of money. You may not realize, but it costs. You pay more for insurance. Okay, if you have bad credit, your insurance premiums are much higher. Why? Because you're a bigger risk. All right, if you're risky with your money, you're risky with your life. Okay, and so insurance sees that. That's how they see it as. And so yes, your premium is going to be higher. You pay more for loans. You're trying to get a car loan, you're trying to get a home loan, you're trying to get a personal loan, you're trying to get a business loan. Your interest rate is going to be higher. You'll pay more for that loan over a period of time than someone would that has better credit. Okay, so you pay more for loans. All right, you pay more. Your interest rate are higher on credit cards, or you can't get credit cards. Okay, or you have to get those credit cards where your credit card is attached to a bank account, right? And you're on that. Well, we'll see what you do with this. They give you like $3 in credit, and the fee on that card is $30, right? And you're like, well, this is what I got to do to fix my credit or to get a credit card, or so they can post something, and that's where you are. Okay, a little embarrassing, but it's okay. And then sometimes, for some individuals, your bad credit can keep you from getting a job. All right. If you have bad credit and you work at places that deal with money, okay, they're like, this person has bad credit. They may have a lot of debt. They may steal, okay, to pay their bills. And so you may not get that job because your credit's bad. So bad credit costs. Okay. But like I said before, there's not much out there to help people get out of the mess. And I mean, not just short term, I'm talking about out of the mess long term. We talking about we want to stay out the mess. Okay. We no longer want to walk in the mess. Okay. So now I'm gonna kind of give you some things about the credit bureaus. Okay, they're not called bureaus, ladies and gentlemen. Well, they're not bureaus; they're companies. Okay, and let me tell you about the psychology behind the credit bureaus. Like when you think of the term bureau, it's a scary term. All right, it makes you think of things like the FBI or the CIA. Credit sounds scary. It can prevent you from really looking into it. So they call the credit bureau. So you're like, oh, I'm scared of credit. It's a psychology thing, because here's what the powers that be know. They know they can keep you broke. They know they can keep you scared. They can keep you in control. If they can keep you dependent, you stay in control. So you won't you won't really look into how to get your credit fixed because it's the bureaus. You don't want to ask the bureau anything because they may send you to jail, right? You'll be in credit jail. So you're like, well, how many people actually look up their credit score every year or actually look into how to fix their credit? And I'm not just talking about you all on this webinar. I'm talking about just people, period, right? Okay, so it not many people do that. They don't look into it, and they're scared of it because I don't want to make them upset. If I make them upset, they're gonna make my credit worse. Okay, but really, ladies and gentlemen, all the credit, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, they're companies, and all they do is collect data. That's what they do. They collect data on your trade lines. All right. Each when you look at your credit report, each line is called a trade line. Okay, it's called a trade line. Okay, that's what it's called. So you don't have to be scared of the credit companies because they're not bureaus, they're companies. Okay, so you don't have to be scared of that. So I just want to kind of that's something that you can battle. Okay. Look at Felicia. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay. Now, the three credit companies are divided up regionally in the United States. If you didn't know this, they're divided up regionally. So TransUnion, you know, people who live in the Midwest, TransUnion will be the credit report that's pulled from the most in the Midwest. We're talking about Ohio, Wisconsin, Missouri, you know, Pennsylvania, you know, Iowa. That's what TransUnion is stationed. Equifax is like for the East Coast, you know, from Maine down to Miami, New York, the Carolinas, you know, Georgia, you know, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, you know, like in that southern eastern part. Okay, so if you live in that area, when they pull your credit report, they're gonna be looking at that information more. Experian is for the West. All right, Texas, California, Oregon, those states out west. All right, so that's why when you look at your credit score or your credit report and you look at TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, there's a this all three scores are different. Why is that? Because you know if you live in New York and Experian pulls your credit report, everything's gonna be different because they're mostly on the West Coast. So you want to look at, okay, let me see what Equifax has to say about my credit, because that's where you live. Okay, if you live in California, TransUnion is gonna be different than what it says in Experian. So that's just some more information about how when you're looking at your credit report, why all three scores different. Well, that's why. Okay, so thus far, has this been you know has it been valuable to you thus far? Have you got any value out of this? All right, I want to make sure that the information that you're receiving is helpful. So just put yes, give me a thumbs up, you know, thumbs down, you know, it doesn't matter. All right, cool. Thank you, Scott. All right, just think about how many people just think about how many people you know right now need this kind of information. All right, that you know of, or may have an inkling of, because people don't talk about their credit a lot, but can use information such as this. Okay, so as we move on, all right, let's talk about FICO. All right, let's talk about FICO. All right, anybody know what FICO means? I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't. Okay. A lot of people are like, what the heck does FICO mean? It's always um, something crazy. All right, that some people know, some people don't. All right. Well, FICO is the Fair Isaac Corporation. Okay. I don't know who Isaac is, but it's the creators of the FICO score. All right. It's called the Fair Isaac Corporation. That's what FICO means. Now, basically, what FICO does is that the three credit companies, they create the data on your credit report, and FICO scores the data. That's what FICO does. Okay. So when they're looking at your credit report, and Equifax and TransUnion and Experian have put out the data, FICO reads the data. All right, and what makes up your credit score? History. Your history, your payments. All right, how many trade lines you have. That makes up about 80% of your credit report. And so they put out the data. FICO scores the data that's given. So we're going to talk about this is going to lead us over into how your credit can get better. Okay. Thank you, Phoenicia. Thank you very much. All right, a lot of people don't know that. Fair Isaac Corporation. Thank you. Okay. Now, if you haven't, if you have your credit report repaired, let's talk about credit repair real quick. Okay. Now, when somebody goes to get their credit repaired, what they're mostly looking to do is get things deleted. Okay, get things erased off their credit report. Now, here's what happens in that. Okay, now there are some things on your credit report that do need to be deleted. That is very true, but not everything. There are some things. There are some trade lines on your credit report, okay, that needs to be restored. We'll talk about it and talk about that in just one moment. So everything doesn't need to be deleted because, like it says here, if you have everything that's negative deleted, you are erasing your history. It's the history of the credit. Even if you have like, student loans or, things that have been on your credit for a long, long, long time. Well, the history is the most important thing. And FICO, that's one thing that FICO reads as far as data is the history. So if everything is deleted, then FICO has nothing left to score. Okay, they have nothing left to score on your credit report if everything is deleted. Now, again, there are some things that do need to be deleted, but there's some things that need to stay and just need to be restored. Okay, so everything doesn't need to be deleted. So when you go to get your credit repaired, you just delete it all. But when you delete it, and just say for instance you had that, that loan that's been on your credit for 10 years and it's bouncing around from place to place, right? But you have history with that. There's history there, especially like student loans. There's history there. So you don't want to have everything deleted. Okay. So again, there's some things that need to be deleted. But there are also some things that need to be restored. So how about get your accounts with the longest history restored? Have them show as paid to date or paid as agreed. All right, that's what it means to have it restored. Okay, and there's a company out there that can do this for you, to helping getting your credit restored. Okay, and that's what you want. That's what you want, because you want those trade lines to look good. What this company does in helping you get your credit restored is making the data look good for FICO. That's what you want. You want the data that FICO reads to look good. All right. That is the whole purpose of getting your credit restored, is getting the part that FICO reads to look good. All right. And it's getting your credit restored. Now, of course, there's some things that do need to be deleted, but what about having things that need to be restored? So the name of the company that does this is called NCES. All right. This is not Marlin doing this. And the reason I'm presenting this to you, because when it comes to your credit, you want it to be handled by professionals. All right. You want it to be handled by professionals that actually know what they're doing. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you out there that can do this yourself. You know how to write the letters, you know how to battle, but there's some individuals that don't know how to do this. So in NCES, they've been around since 1997, and they have been doing some wonderful things for individuals. All right. And what they do is that they use the law, all right, to help you to restore your credit. There are laws out there that say you're not supposed to have bad credit. Yes, there are. There are laws against this. It's just that most people do not know this. Like, it's like hidden in plain sight. Okay, it's hidden in plain sight. It's just a lot of people just don't know where to go, what to do. And so what they've done is NCES is a nonprofit organization. So they're taking your information and looking at your trade lines and saying, okay, this needs to be deleted, this needs to be restored. And over a 45-day period, once they get to your information, your credit can go up as high as 180 points in 45 days. And they do this 3 times. They go through it once and they help you raise it. They go through it again, help you raise it some more, and they go through it again and help you raise even further, so your credit report looks absolutely awesome. Okay. Yes, Natasha, say what? Yes, that's very true. There are laws. Okay. See, this is something that a lot of people don't know. And this is why I enjoy sharing value, because a lot of people out there are not getting the information that they need. Okay. So that's why I love sharing this. I hope this makes sense. Okay. Now, before I go any further, anybody have any questions? All right. Anybody have any questions before I go any further? And have you received value from this thus far? All right. Any questions? All right. Has it been valuable thus far? All right. Um, yes, Scott. Great. I didn't know this exists. A lot. There's millions of people that don't know this exists. Jason, can you make the webinar available for? Yes, yes, I will. For you, Jason, it's going to be about $3 million. So, just get your checkbook ready. But no, I'm just joking. But yes, this will be available for viewing. I will make a replay of this for you all. All right. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So, what I'm going to do here at the end, I'm going to give you access to an area you can go to get, you know, you can take a look at all this information yourself, so that you have, absolute 100% access to the information. Okay. So let's keep moving. All right. Now, I know we're talking a lot about credit, but I want to kind of bring it all together with, building that financial foundation. I know we have a lot of individuals out there who are business owners, individuals out there who are, looking to get to that, just have a real nice, solid financial foundation. And there's three things that people need. All right, three things that people need. Okay, um, better credit. They need to pay less in taxes. They need to make more money. Okay. And what we have is the solution for all three of those. Okay. I just share with you the information about how to get your credit better. And I'm going to give you access to how you can learn how to pay less taxes and earn more income. Okay. So these are the areas that a lot of people are looking to do. How can I get my buying power back? And that's with the credit. How can I pay less in taxes? There's taxes for everything. You have corporate taxes. You have the taxes on your job. You have taxes everywhere. But how can you pay less than that? Also, going to show you how the government can pay your bills as well too. Okay, I'm going to give you access to show you how the government can pay your bills. All right, pay your bills, and while in the process of making more money. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I want to make sure I have the right link for you all. Okay, and show you where you can go get access to this information yourself. All right. So if you're still on the webinar, right there on the side is going to show you the financial foundation solution. And if you click there, it's going to take you over to where you can start to get access to the information. All right, the entire financial foundation solution, all the information, the access to the information is free. Okay, access to information is free, but for each area, there is a cost. Like for them to work your credit, for NCES to work your credit, it's going to be the 349 one time, just one time, and they will scrub your credit three times. It's going to give you access to one of the best tax books out there to show you how to save money on your taxes. I mean, it just this site is going to be loaded with so much value. But I want you all to take a look at it for yourself. And within the site is going to be a way for you to contact me as well too. So if you're still on the webinar, go get access to the information. All right, go get access to the information. Do the research yourself. I like for people to look it up and do the research themselves for that information. All right, and then in there you have a way to contact me. So if you have any questions about anything, you can feel free to reach out to me. And let me make sure. Yep, I do have. I just want to make sure I have it right there. Okay. So anybody have any questions thus far? Was this valuable for you? Um, Just let me know. I'm going to leave this open for questions. So like I said, I want to make sure that, you know, I send you over to the third party, right? My job here was just to let you know that this exists and, you know, make sure that you had access to the information. But if you're on the webinar, right there on the left, you have access to click on the link and go do the research for yourself. I'm gonna tell you like this, that this is absolutely phenomenal. So anybody have any questions? All right, let's see what we have here. Cool. Very good, very good. Here's the next step. The next step is for you all to take the next step is for you all to become a testimony. All right, because here's the thing, you know, I read an article one time that, you know, a lot of us here in the United States, we have this big thing of wanting to wait. I don't know what it is. You know, most of us don't have that, you know, go now attitude. Like, okay, I'm going to go do this right now. So if anything, go get the information. All right, go get the information and have it in your mind. Yes, this is going to be the next step. For this is what I'm going to do next. Don't be the individual that waits or to see. Well, I want to see, you know, what happens to you. I want to see what happens with you first, you know, before I do anything. All right, if that was the case, we wouldn't get anything accomplished if we waited on someone else. All right, so definitely glad that this was valuable to you all. Let me stop sharing. All right, there we go. I'm back. No. So, but definitely thank you all for being on the webinar. I'm going to leave this up. You know, a few more minutes. If you have any questions, you know, if you have any comments about anything, just hey, ask them right here. I see that people still on the webinar. But if you want to go to that link and leave that link open, it should look something like this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again so you can see what it looks like. You know, oh, you know what I need to do? There we go. All right, you should all be able to see that now. All right, here's what the screen looks like when you finally confirm your email address. At the top, it talks about, you know, increasing your credit score. That's number one. You have a video here that plays, and it's kind of just some great information. And then you can click here to go and get more information. It's going to take you right over to the actual site to where you can get all of the information. Okay, it's going to take you right to the site where you can go get all of the information. And here's what it looks like right here. Got the little video is going to play, and then the next part, then hit, you can contact me. Then step number 2 says save thousands on your taxes and increase your tax return by thousands. And this is going to tell you how to get access to this book. This book right here, oh my gosh. You talking about the information in this book. I mean, it's an easy read, and I mean, it's phenomenal. Like I said, every year people pay anywhere between 58% to 70% per year in taxes and interest. All right. You know, so this means from January to September, people are working for taxes and interest. It's not till October people can start making money for themselves to split between bills and making an attempt to live life. All right. So save money on the taxes, man. So you click here so you can get access to the book, and then you can use my coupon code, which is the value there. All right. This is my coupon code. Kind of save you a little bit of money on that. Then you can contact me. Make more money. All right, make more money. We're talking about making money from home. An awesome, 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 awesome opportunity that we have showing people how to earn income from home. You don't have to be great. You don't have to be a great business person or great speaker. All you have to do is get a position, get involved, and learn. Okay. And then step number 4 is financial offense. It's a great mindset training to really get you on that plan. All right. It says most people are on the non-plan plan, and it's a great training that you can get access to as well. Okay. And then, there's some other links up here for you, some other great value. This is free value here, just some other, just all kind of great value for you that you'll have access to. All right. So don't not get it. Okay. Don't not get it. Can I say that? All right. Make sure you get access to the link. Get access to the link right now. Go there, confirm your email address, and it's going to take you right over to the link. All right. If you have any questions about anything, I'm going to put my email address up here. All right. There's my email address right there. If you have any questions about anything, a lot of you who are on this webinar, you have my number, so give me a call. But that's everything, everybody. So make sure you click the link to get access to the information. I definitely want to hear success stories. I definitely want to hear some success stories. But that's it, everybody. I hope this was valuable to you. I hope this information helped you. I always want to make sure what I'm sharing is going to be good for individuals. So, all right. But that's it, everybody. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Make sure that you go, and when you click on the link, put your name and email address in. Go confirm your email address. It's going to take you over to the link I'm showing you right now on the page. Okay, it's going to walk you through all this, and all this I put together for you all. So you don't have to do the work. It's all together for you. All right. So now you have an opportunity to make 2016. When they talk about, they talk about, hey, I want to make more money. People just don't know what to do. I want to change my life, and they keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Trying the same things that don't work. But now you have the information to say, okay, when 2017 rolls around, I had this, and I used it. I applied it. And then you can be a testimony for someone else. And then you can take this link right here and share with other people. Hey, look what I learned. And then when you do stuff like that, you become valuable. You become somebody that people want to be around. You become somebody that people want to talk to, or people want to follow. All right. When you take something like this link, and share with people that you know, or people that you come in contact with, all right, or you're out there marketing your business, this is the kind of value you can share. You become more valuable, and the more valuable you become, the more attractive you become. And you can say, yes, I did this. My credit score changed here. I'm saving money on taxes here. I'm making more money here. I got the plan together. So you have everything right here, everything to be valuable. Share with your family members. Share with your family members that out there struggling. They acting like they got all going on, but they struggling. People like that. People out here who are like, yeah, I'm doing it. They ain't doing anything. They struggle. They go home and dead up to their eyeballs. They can't see and breathe. Share this with them. For all you home-based business owners out there, when your people say, well, I ain't doing that stuff, share this with them. Say, hey, here's what I'm learning. Here's what the people I'm attached to, this is what they're teaching me. It's bigger than that, that stuff, that recruiting stuff, or that pyramid scheme stuff, as they like to call it. Share this with them and say, hey, this is what I'm learning. Here's what they're teaching me, and it'll shine a different light on your opportunity, and they're more likely to listen because the people that you're attached to are really teaching you some things other than just that service or that product or that comp plan. And I'm not taking away from your service or your product or your comp plan. I'm talking about giving people actual value. That even if you didn't have the comp plan or the product or the service, this stuff will still be valuable to them. Make sense? All right, cool. So again, before I go, anybody have any questions? comments, concerns? All right, everyone. Well, thank you for being on here. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and we will be doing this again. All right, we'll be doing this again. That event is going to stay there, and we'll change the time and all that kind of stuff, and we'll be doing this again. We'll have some special guests on here next time. We will have special guests. So thank you all very much, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening.